Hey, what is going on, guys? I'm going to tell you the story today of the time that I got stuck at the putt-putt course and the fire department had to come and get me out. Now, I was about 9 or 10 when this happened, and this was a very confusing putt-putt course to me. On the 18th hole, when you hit your ball in the hole, it's just gone. You don't get to retry the hole, which was dumb because they shouldn't have made the 18th hole so fun. I wanted to play it again. So when I hit my ball in the hole, it went down this tube, and when the tube takes it all the way back to the building where you originally got the ball. So I'm guessing this place had a history of just lost balls, and this is how they solved their problem. So one day I'm just chilling at the golf course, I'm on the 18th hole by myself, and if you can't tell those black lines in the sky, they're just birds. Now you're probably looking at this 18th hole like, dude, it's a straight shot. This is way too easy. There's no way. Boom, Ferris wheel, loop-de-loop, get on my level. This is very complex shit. Look at my ball. It's so scared because he knows he's just about to get a beating. So I hit the ball and it goes down the hole, and I wanted to play it again. So I go over and I'm looking for the ball. I got my arm down the hole and I'm just like, I can't find it. I finally accept that I'm not gonna find it. So I go to reach my arm out and boom, sad face, I can't get out. I realize that I'm stuck. And this is where I start freaking the fuck out. I'm screaming and I'm crying, and my mom comes over and she's like, oh my God, are you okay, Jordan? I was just like, Mom, don't touch me. I think my biggest fear in that moment was if I tried to force my arm out, I was gonna snap up my wrist, and I was just not trying to do that. So my mom, she goes over and she gets a manager, and the manager comes out with soap and water, and he's squirting it down the hole. And he's like, all right, we're gonna lubricate your arm up here, we're gonna get it out, just slowly start turning your wrist back and forth and just get it out of there. And I was just like, I can't do it. I don't want to snap up my wrist. I can't do it. I'm not gonna force it. So after a while, I'm trying, but I'm not really trying 100%, because I don't want to break my wrist. Listen, I'd never broken a bone before, and that was a huge fear also, is that I was gonna break something, and this was not how I was gonna break a bone. If I'm gonna break something, I'm gonna do it off some epic shit. I'm not gonna do it because I got stuck at the 18th hole. No, I'm not gonna tell that story in the future. So after a while, the manager's like, all right, we're not gonna be able to get him out ourselves. We have to call the fire department. So he calls 911, and about 15 minutes later, there's an ambulance and there's a fire truck that pulls up, and I'm just like, oh shit. I was getting scared. So they come up to me, and meanwhile, there's a bunch of people just standing around. Now people are coming off of the first and second hole just to see what's going on. So there's an entire crowd of people around me just trying to figure out the situation. So the fire department comes over and they tried the same thing. They tried soap and water, and I was just like, that didn't work the first time, dude. I don't know why you're trying this. Let's talk about some real solutions here. So after a while, they're like, all right, well, we have to go to plan B. So they get a shovel and they start digging up the turf around the pipe, and they're just digging up everything. And I was just like, oh my God, this is not happening right now. My mom was like, how much is this gonna cost? And I was like, Mom, are you fucking serious right now? So they dig up the turf and they get to the pipe. They get to the pipe where my arm is around. So they're figuring, all right, we're gonna cut the pipe off, and we're gonna bring your arm out of the ground. Now when we bring your arm out of the ground, you're still gonna have the pipe around your arm, but you're gonna be able to stand up. So I was like, all right, let's do this. And then I see them bring out a saw, and I was like, no, you're gonna cut off my arm. And so I was freaking out. I was crying even more. I was like shaking. At this point I was trying to force my arm out because I was so scared. I thought they were gonna cut my arm off. I was like, you don't know how far my arm is in there. You're gonna cut my arm off, dude, or cut my fingertips off or something. And he's like, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. Okay, we're professionals. And I was like, all right, just do this shit fast, man. I'm gonna close my eyes. So they start sawing the pipe, and when they did this, my arm was shaking uncontrollably through the pipe. The whole thing was just vibrating. So they finally cut the pipe off, and I get my arm out of the ground with the pipe still around it. I'm able to stand up and walk around. So I walk over to this bench and I sit down. I was like, okay. I started scratching my head with the pipe. I'm like, all right, how do I do this? How do I get my arm out? I gotta get some ideas. I'm just kidding. I didn't really scratch my head with the pipe. But I'm sitting there and they're starting to cut around it carefully with all these different tools, and they're just gonna cut around my arm very carefully and get my arm out. And they finally do, and I was able to move my fingers around, and my arm was free, and I was so happy. Meanwhile, my parents are sitting over there trying to figure out how much this entire operation is gonna cost, because we just dug up the 18th hole. I'm not even kidding. It was seriously destroyed. No one else could use it for the rest of I don't even know how long it took for them to repair it, in all honesty, but yeah, it was destroyed. So actually it didn't end up costing us anything, to my knowledge. I should go ask my mom actually, but I don't think it cost us anything. You know, I was able to go free and we never went there again, that's for sure. And every time we go to a putt-putt course, you know, even to this day, I remember I was just in Hilton Head Island for spring break and we went putt-putting and my parents still have jokes about it. So, you know, it's just something that it's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life. I'm forever afraid of putt-putt courses, you guys. But if you enjoyed this story, be sure to leave it a like, comment, and if you're new, subscribe. And until next time, I'm out of here.